In Proverbs it says, Proverbs 1, verse 8, it says, listen, my son, to your father's instruction. Okay? Listen, my son, to your father's instruction. And then it says, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Do not do away with your mother's teaching. Do not put it aside. Don't tell your mom, oh, mom, you don't know, mom. You didn't graduate from high school. You didn't graduate from college. What do you know, mom? Hey, guys, she knows more than you do. That's why she's teaching you. The Bible doesn't say, listen to your mother's teaching because she's smart, because she's got a degree in business, or she's a doctor in this or that. It doesn't say that. It just says, listen to your mother's teaching, because your mother has wisdom. Your mom has wisdom, like it or not, guys. Your mom knows more than you do, like it or not. Your dad knows more than you do, like it or not. I know I'm talking to you kind of hard, but it's because of what I saw. It's because of what I saw. It's because of what I read. It's because of what I've seen in the media that I'm saying something is wrong with you, the youth this morning. I mean, today. Something is wrong. And if by God, if all I can do is plant the seed in you guys, praise God, because I know that sooner or later that seed will give fruit. And so it says, listen to your father's instruction. Do not forsake your mother's teaching. It reminds me of a time when this girl, she said in church, my grandma doesn't want me to go to dances. Have you heard that before? Don't go to a dance. She said, my grandma says, do not go to a dance. A dance is bad for you. So don't go to a dance. Don't go dancing. That's what the grandma told her granddaughter. And the granddaughter, you know what she said? Grandma, you've got arthritis in your legs, you've got arthritis in your hips, you've got arthritis in your hips. You can't dance anymore, so you don't want anybody else to go to a dance. That hurt. Because the grandma was telling them, don't do that, because I know what it's like. When your mom and your dad give you advice, it's because they know. They know better, guys. They really do. They've been there. They've done that. And so the guys said that the father divided the property and gave the son what he wanted. And sometimes, guys, sometimes the things that you do, it hurts the parents. Sometimes the attitude that you have at home hurts the parents. Sometimes it's the friends that you have or the friends that you hang around with hurts the parents. Sometimes it's because of what the things that you say. I don't like this place. I don't like this house. I wish I was in another family. That hurts the parents. It really does. And this young man said, I want to get out of this place. That's why I want my inheritance. Give me my part. I want to leave this place. And so this man was waiting for his son. And when he saw his son, he went and received him with gladness and joy. But then there's another guy. And this is the one that I really want to talk about this morning. And this is in the book of Judges. In the book of Judges, talks about a young man. Judges chapter 13. Now listen to the word, guys. In Judges chapter 13, it says in verse 1, after the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord, so the Lord delivered them into the hands of the Philistines for 40 years. A certain man of Zorah named Manoah from this clan of the Danites had a wife who was sterile and remained childless. The angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, "You are sterile and childless, but you're going to conceive and have a son. Now see to it that you drink no wine or other fermented drink, and that you do not eat anything unclean." Verse 5. "Because you will conceive and give birth to a son. No razor may be used on his head, because the boy is to be a Nazarite, set apart from God from birth, and he will begin the deliverance of Israel from the hands of the Philistines." Here we have a case where this woman who had never had a baby was told, "Guess what? You're going to have a baby now." But this guy is supposed to be set apart for God. He is to bring deliverance to the people. Let me tell you something. Nobody who's in this room or outside there, nobody was born because of an accident. Have you heard that before? "Oh, we had an accident, so now we have Junior here." Nobody is an accident. Nobody. Everybody is born with a purpose. Everybody has a reason to be here. Samson was born with a purpose of setting the Israelites free. That was the purpose of it. You have a purpose, you have a purpose, you have a purpose, and you, and you, and you. The problem is we don't know the purpose. That's the problem. And the reason we don't know the purpose is because we don't pray. We don't talk to God. But every one of us is born with a purpose. And the devil knows that you have a purpose, guys. That's why the devil comes and he attacks you. He brings drugs to you. "Hey, come on. All the guys are doing it. You're going to be called a sissy. You're not Mr. Macho Man. Come on." Or, "Hey, that guy, he likes you, but you said you don't want anything with guys because your mom told you, hey, what are you?" He knows, the devil knows that you have a purpose in life. And he knows that if you fulfill your purpose, you are going to be very powerful. So he tries to bring destruction to you. That's what he did with David. David had a purpose, but what did he do? He brought the wife of Uriah. And he said, "Look at her, she's taking a shower. Wow, what a woman." And so what happened? He committed adultery. The rest of the history. But the devil knows that you and everybody has a purpose in life. And you have a calling in your life. But he doesn't want you to fulfill that calling. He does not want you to fulfill that purpose. That's why he attacks you in many ways. And that's why he tells you, don't listen to your mom, don't listen to your dad. They don't know, you know better than they do. He had a purpose. He was supposed to be a Nazarite. What is a Nazarite in the first place?